Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our class quantitative techniques and operation research. And in today's class, we'll discuss this 2018 question paper. Question has came for 5 marks. So you can see this problem. This problem is about finding the solution of a given LPP problem by using graphical method. So whenever we work on graphical method, what we need to do, we need to work on the constraint. We look into what we have, and the first thing what we try to do, we try to assume that the constraint as an equal sign, instead of being having inequality. So the first thing when you do, the first thing to solve the problem, I look into the constraint. I'll forget the objectives and all. So the constraints of the equation, constraint of the equation. I look into the constraint of the equation. Constraint of the equation are, so I look into, so 4x1 plus x2 is less than or equal to 40, and then 2x1 plus 3x2 is less than equal to 90. So what I'll do, I'll say assuming constraints are having equal sign, assuming the constraint are having equal sign, assuming the constraint are having equal sign, assuming the constraint are having equal sign. So your constraint will become 4x1 plus x2 is equal to 40, and then 2x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 90. So once we remove the inequality sign from the constraint, what we'll do, then we'll draw the graph. So then the linear equation, is drawn in x1, x2 coordinates, x1, x2 coordinate. Then the linear equation is drawn in x1, x2 coordinates. Then the linear equation is drawn in x1, x2 coordinate. Okay, for the given equation. I hope you remember we did all this thing yesterday. So you remember, right? If you don't remember, no problem. Please start having cod liver oil tablets. That is important. It will enhance your memory. So we'll remove the inequality sign from the constraint and make it equal. Okay, and then what we do, we'll try to find the coordinates and we'll try to draw the graph for this. Everyone, please try. Everyone, please try this. So I can find the coordinate, right? I can find the coordinate. If I put x1 0, then x2 will be 40. While if I put x2 0, then x1 will be 10. Similarly, talking about second equation, if x1 0, then x2 is 30. Then if x2 0, then x1 is 45. So once I get this coordinate, I'll get to know that, yeah, maximum of x1 I have to take is 45, and the maximum of x2 I have to take is 40. Okay, so that point I have to understood. Clear till here? Anyone have any doubt? Hmm. Everyone understood? Anyone have any doubt till here? So I believe no one have doubt till now. So once we get the coordinate, so what we'll do, we'll draw the XY graph. So as you can see, my values are coming only positive values only I'm getting. So here you have 45. So you can write here 0 and then 5, then 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, then 30, then 35, then 40, then 45. So you know that, right? And for x2, you get this margin for the graph. You can determine by yourself, looking at the data, looking at the space, how much space you have, looking at the data, you can figure it out by yourself. Similarly, this would be 0 comma 30, sorry, 30, I'm saying 0 comma, start with 5, 5, 10, then 15, then 20, then 25, then 30, then 35, then 40. So it would 0 comma 40, 0 comma 40, 0 comma 40. It would be 0 comma 40 and 10 comma 0. So first line you can draw on 0 comma 40 and 10 comma 0. So 0 comma 40 and 10 comma 0. So this is your first line. Okay, your first is 4x1 plus x2, 4x1 plus x2. This is equal to 40. Okay. Any doubt, anyone? Anyone, any doubt? Anything you have not understood till now? Guys, please reply. Anyone having any doubt, please tell me. Those who have understood, I'm not worried about those people who have understood. I'm worried about many people who are in some another world and they don't reply. I'm worried about those people. Anyone, any doubt, any confusion, any problem, any tension? So this is your second equation, second graph. 2x1 plus x2. This is 2x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 90. Clear, everyone? Anyone, any doubt? So guys, now if you see this, both the equation, guys, the sign for both the equation, if you see, both the equation are having less than or equal to sign. The both the equation, what I saw, both the equations are having less than or equal to sign. And so if both the equations are having less than or equal to sign, find the area. If I have to find the area, suppose area corresponding to the first graph. So the first the if I see the first graph, if you see the first graph, the first line, so it is having less than or equal to sign, guys. So less than equal to sign means what is that area, guys? This will be the area. I hope you people can easily understand. Less than or equal to sign means your area would be this. Is this clear, everyone? So less than or equal to sign, this would be your area because x1, x2 is 0. So it cannot go to any other coordinate. Similarly, for the corresponding to the second equation, so your graph would be corresponding to second equation. Your graph for the second equation, graph I'm telling, sorry, the area, the corresponding to the second equation, your area will be this. Can you understand this? Understood, everyone, right? Okay. So now tell me, what is a common area? So we need to find a feasible region, guys. What is a feasible region? Feasible region is the region which is common to both the region. So as per the first equation, this is your area. As per the first equation, this is the area. Why? Because the sign is less than or equal to. Okay, and as per the second equation, as per the second equation, this is your area. As per your second equation, this is the area. Both are having less than or equal to sign. So now what we need to do, we need to find the feasible region. Feasible region is the region corresponding to both the region. So the area which correspond to both the region. So the area which can correspond to both, this will be the area. Can you understand this? So this is A, this is B, this will be C, this will be D. Any confusion, anyone? Clear. So once you understood this is your region, so you need to find the coordinates. So the coordinates, we'll call them as a coordinate, a corner point. So we'll find their corner points. So you have corner points A, B, C, D. So A means what? A would be 0, 30. Clear, everyone? What is D? D is 0, 0. What is C? C. What is C? C is 10, 0. Okay. And what is B? B is the point where these two lines meet. Can you tell me the coordinate of this B? Guys, can you tell me the coordinate of B? B is the point where lines meet. Can you tell me the coordinates? So guys, identify the coordinate where the first 2 points meet. Or will you find this coordinate? Anyone? Or will I find this coordinate? Point B. Point B is the point where the first two lines meet. So I need to find the coordinates. So how we can find it? Normally, no guys, always remember your answer, no, in graphical method and all, your answer always lies. What would be the point, no, which gives you the answer? That is always, as per my experience, I'm telling you, that is always the point where the lines are intersecting. So that will give you the answer. So here, no, as from my experience, I'm telling you, I may be wrong also. So I don't think your answer will be given either by point A. I don't think so. That that either point A or point C or D can give you the required answer. The answer, I think, will be given by point B only. So point B is the point where the first two lines meet. So how will I find the coordinate of the? Simply, I need to solve the two linear equations. You can solve the two linear equation. You can solve the two linear equation. You can solve the two linear equation. First one is 4x1 plus x2 is equal to 40. Then next one is 2x1 plus 3x2 is equal to 90. You know, right, how to solve it? So if I want to cancel x2, multiply the first equation with 3. If I want to cancel x1, then multiply the second equation by 2. So this is your first equation, this is your second equation. So if I multiply this with by 2, I'll get 4x1 plus 6x2 is equal to 180. That is your second equation. The first equation is 4x1 plus x2 is equal to 40. Now you just need to cancel this. 5x2 is equal to 140. So x2 is equal to 28. So x2 is 28. I can find x. So I can find x1, right? So x2 is 28. So 4x1 plus 28 is equal to 40. So 4x1 is equal to 12. X1 is equal to 3. So the point B is 3 comma 28. Point B is 3 comma 28. Clear everyone? I believe everyone knows how to solve two linear equations. Clear, everyone? Clear, everyone? So once you get this point, then what we'll do, we'll look into the objective function. Your objective function, now you look into the objective function, guys. Your objective function is maxima of z is equal to 5x1 plus 4x2. So maxima of z is equal to 5x1 plus 4x2. This is your objective function. So find the coordinate, find the value at this point. Find the value at this point. So this z value, so what the z value you get? This would be 5 comma 0 plus 4 comma, so you will get 120. This is z value you get is 5 into 3 plus 4 into 28. So 28 fours are 8 fours are 32, 112 plus 15, 112, 112, I think 127, 112 plus 15. So 28 fours are 32, 8, 112 plus 15, 127. And then this is 5 into 10 plus 4 into 0. This would be 50. And then z would be 0. So which is your maximum value? So maximum value is 3 comma 28. That is giving you the maximum z value called 127. That is your answer. So here, as per this, the answer for this problem is x1 is equal to 3, x2 is equal to 28, and the maximum z value is 127. You do this much, you'll get 5 marks in the exam. Clear, everyone? Anyone, any doubt? See this, everyone. See this, everyone. Let me know if anyone have any doubt. Sorry everyone for starting the class late. Anyone, any this question, everyone clear? So this question came in 2018 for 5 marks. Okay, can we go to the next question? So guys, already in our first class, I believe we have learned how to construct the LPP equation for the given word problem. We have learned this, right? We have learned how we can create the LPP problem for the given word problem. So we have learned that we created this equation also for the given scenario. Now already I have taught you how to find the solution of the given problem by using a graphical method. Now what you will do, now solve this equation. Tell me the value of x1 and x2. Tell me, guys. Now tell me the values, guys. Tell me your value, what value you will get for x1 and what value you will get for x2. Do it, everyone. This I will not do. So please don't expect me to do this. I'm not going to do this. So you have to do it and you have to tell me the value of x1 and x2. Guys, you should get this answer. Your x1 should be 2.5, x2 should be 35, and maximum of z should be 147.5. Anyone, any doubt? So if you are not able to get the answer, means then there's a problem. Still, you have not understood. I think with respect to graphical method, if you go through my playlist for graphical method, more than I think 10 to 15 videos are there on graphical method. I really suggest in that case, you have to go through those videos and solve it. Look into the problem, start solving it by yourself. Pause the video, see the answer, see the step in case of any confusion. If you get the same answer, then it's well and good. So you need to see Rajendra, you're doing wrong. Done, everyone. Clear, everyone. So this much we'll do in today class. We'll continue discussion in next class. Anyone, any confusion, any question, anyone? Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow or never I'll get. So, thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye, everyone. Thank you, everyone.